The Amarnath Yatra in Jammu and Kashmir. After 2 years, the Amarnath Yatra resumed for pilgrims to visit the holy shrine of the Almighty, and so far 75,000 pilgrims have offered their prayers. While the response has been better than previously, today something unfortunate transpired in South Kashmir. Little that the Yatris knew about what was gushing their way. A cloudburst hit near the base camp of the holy cave shrine of Amarnath. Nothing was spared in its wake. Triggered by rains at 5:30 p.m., the cloudburst washed away tents and community kitchens meant to serve the Yatris. Soon, the religious fervor that had engulfed the area turned into a series of tragic events. NDRF, SDRF, police and other civil administration joined hands in the rescue operations. Let's get a quick update on what the rescue operations are at currently and what really are the challenges. Ishan, extremely inclement weather, the fact that there is the cover of night, the fact that there is, of course, it's extremely cold at this point of time because in those icy ridges, and we can see ice in those pictures over there, it would be very difficult for all of the agencies involved to carry out these operations. Is there still any way in which they are able to bring those who would be injured down towards hospitals where they could get better medical care? And what is the toll at this point of time? What is the information that you have gathered?
Well, as of now, we have just received a message from the J&K administration which says that rescue operations with NDRF, SDRF and J&K police and other teams is in action, and focus is on shifting the injured to base camp hospital. Now remember, this base camp hospital has been constructed in Baltal, and that is where all of them will be shifted. Ambulances have been there. I have just shared pictures. If our producers can pull them out and show you that ambulances have been lined up so that if any person need to be taken out from there to other advanced care hospital, they will be evacuated soon. And then they also say that Army's light helicopter choppers have been pressed into rescue. ALH has choppers stationed at Panchtarani for evacuation. Search operation on to sustain casualties. As of now, the government is not giving out any numbers, though they have now provided official numbers of NDRF, SDRF and also Raj Bhavan and Shrine Board, so that people who might want information regarding their loved ones, they can get in touch through the Shrine Board to their loved ones, because there is a possibility that in several stretch of this particular yatra there is no network. But right now as we speak, rescue operation massively being launched by the Indian Army, CRPF, NDRF, SDRF, J&K police, ITBP, all of them are combinedly working to make sure that this does not happen. But remember, as I was saying earlier, that there were flash floods taking place in Kargil, which is close to that axis, and because of the rise in temperature this year, there was a possibility, and that is why additional meetings were taking place in Srinagar and rest of Kashmir Valley to make sure NDRF and SDRF is able to provide sufficient equipment if this situation arises. Now the situation has arisen, the focus has shifted to bring them to the hospital nearby, and at the same time we are told by our sources that casualties can go more than 10. Right now sources saying that 10 people are dead, though because the government is in a process of saying that the casualties will be once given out once they are able to see that how many people were at the camp.
Right.
This includes the number of people who are running community kitchen or what we know as langars, and then they will be able to give us information that how many people were there and how many have lost their lives in this tragic incident.
Across to Vivek Pandey, who's PRO of the ITBP, for more on this. Mr. Pandey, thank you so much for speaking to TimesNow. What's the latest as far as the rescue operations are concerned, sir?
Right now, all the forces, including the Indo-Tibetan Border Police, ITBP, NDRF, SDRF, JKP and the Indian Army, we all are working together to look for more and more people if they are in distress. We are doing rescue operation, looking for more persons if they are under the debris or something like that. It happened at around 6 o'clock. 5:30 the water level start increasing, and at around 6 o'clock in the evening the flash flood occurred in in that river body near the holy cave. There were 500 to 1,000 people who were there at the lower holy cave when this incident happened. So in the midst of darkness also we are doing rescue operations, and we are hopeful that we can be able to do more and more rescue, and casualties will be lesser.
All right, you also said that 500 to 1,000 people were there. What's the latest you can share with us about how many have been rescued, and are operations on after nightfall as well?
Look, there have been almost 80 to 100 tents, what we can see, and we have already warned them to actually go to the safer location. So casualties have been, no high casualties what we are seeing right now. there must be some people who may not be able to actually go away. Our people were rushed towards those tents and told them to go away. Most of the people have already gone to the safer places. So we hope that we have to see whether these casualties which we are getting right now, the information about them, whether they are the local workers or maybe the guides or maybe the pilgrims, that has to be seen. But most of the people have already been told to go away, and due to the fact that there was light, means it was not the mist of the darkness. If it would have been happened in the later in the night, then the casualties may have been higher. So we have been able, with the coordination of all the agencies, we have been able to tell people to go away. That was the reason that the casualties are not that high.
Right.
Due to the flash floods that happened due to 2 to 3 days of continuous rains.
Right.
We have seen same kind of flash flood last year also at the same area. This year we have already tasked people, and agencies were on alert. It happened all of a sudden, but due to the swift action of the forces, I can tell you, we have been able to actually see that the casualties have been lesser.